Namaste everyone. Today the episode 53 of our Patanjali Yoga Sutra series. Today we are learning about the fourth and fifth niyamas. So we are learning a second step of Ashtanga Yoga, that is niyama. In that, the fourth and fifth step. If you have not yet watched the other episodes, kindly go through the episodes, and you'll also subscribe the channel. That helps you to give you a notification so that you'll get on time knowledge. Okay, next is today the line is Svadhyaya and Ishvara-praṇidhānāt. These two niyamas that we will learn. See how beautifully Ashtanga Yoga has been designed. So he is preparing us very, very well in advance before we reach even the stage of asana. So even Lord Ishvara, Lord Shiva, when teaching to the Parvati, he says, Kartika and Ganesh was asking, why you are teaching Yama and Niyama to mother? Because she was always practiced Satya, she always practiced Ahimsa, she always practiced all these things. Why you are telling again to do this? He tells, see, body is a patra means the vessel where all the energies, all the higher dasha mahavidyas and all the things are going to emerge when she reaches to the Samādhi-siddhir. The same way for us also, when we reach to a Samādhi-siddhir, the mystical powers are going to get generated. So for that, this body has to be prepared well, very, very nicely. For that, yama, niyama are essential practices. In that, Svādhyāyād, iṣṭa-devatā saṁprayogaḥ. By self-observation, union with the desired deity is brought about. Constantly reflecting on ourselves. Constantly reflecting on ourselves ki, who am I? Am I a body? Am I a mind? Am I a soul? So constantly reflecting on our thoughts, our mindset, and keeping our chitta over our iṣṭa-devatā eventually is a Svādhyāyād. How to cultivate in the everyday practice? Start journaling every day in the night. What I have done good in today. What is my biggest win? And what is the biggest learning? There is no failure in life. Either success or a learning. The success is you will celebrate them, and if it is any failure in your life, start reflecting on it. What is the learning, the biggest learning that I learned, and how can I go forward with this? So once we start adopting it and reflecting every day, it helps to remove the unnecessary thoughts from our mind so that we can keep our mind on our iṣṭa-devatā. Next, he tells about practice īśvara-praṇidhānāt. The īśvara-praṇidhānāt that has been explained in the previous chapter during the Kriya Yoga is different, and this is different. Here he tells Samādhi-siddhir īśvara-praṇidhānāt. That means success in trance comes by complete resignation to the God. Matlab, īśvara-praṇidhānāt is complete a surrenderance to the Ishvara during the Samādhi-siddhir. Completely absorbed during that. It is a difficult state to reach, but on everyday basis, if you follow, keep practicing, keep surrendering every situations of our life. Whenever something good happens in life, you always say it's because of the God's grace. But something bad happens in your life, whether you accept in the same level, this is also an God's gift or a God's prasadam, because he is trying to teach us with that. So once we take this as an prasad, we will change our life. We will shift something in our life. And once we start doing this īśvara-praṇidhānāt, sab kuch surrender karo. Whatever that is coming is Ishvara Prasad, and whatever that I am doing, it is the seva of the God. Then automatically you'll start cultivating the Ishvara-praṇidhānāt in your life. And during Samadhi Avastha also, You will be in a trance. Success in a trance comes by completely surrendering to the God. This is about the īśvara-praṇidhāna. This is a state of a trance where person loses a body awareness and completely merged with the God. Actually, that is exactly that īśvara-praṇidhāna. And this is about yama and niyamas, the 5 yama and 5 niyama that every day we need to practice so that the next steps becomes much, much, much easier. But what people always do, I again mentioning, people jump into meditation, people jump into too much of advanced techniques and all those things, and they feel good on that day, and eventually they feel like this is something not working. What it is has been told in text that we will get miraculously that, this and all. It's not, it's really a myth. ऐसे बोल के हम छोड़ देते हैं, But actually, whether you practiced yama niyama or not, whether you started from the beginning, once you do that, you will definitely get all the benefits and all the miracle experiences once you start doing from yama and niyama. Okay, thank you so much.